is Jason JROCK Houston. Tonight we're speaking with Singer Bonz from the band Bonz. Now, Bonz, most people may know you because you were the frontman for STUCK MOJO, which was one of the first alternative bands that kind of mix hip-hop and metal. I was curious, when you guys first got together, was it just was that kind of what everybody was influenced by, or how did you guys decide to mix the two together?
STUCK MOJO?
Yeah, STUCK MOJO. I'm just kind of going for people that, you know.
Well, we are the originators of the rap, rap metal genre. We originated in 1991. You know, we had nobody before us.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't know.
Basically, Rich and I worked at Pizza Hut.
Oh, okay.
A friend named Phil Day. He was my neighbor. He worked at Pizza Hut. He told me, before I started working there, told me about my buddy Rich.
Okay.
That he needed, something different. He's looking for a rapper to do a couple of songs. And he brought in a couple of songs. Put a couple of rhymes to him. The first one was called Planet Pluto.
Okay.
And then magic after that, dude.
Okay. And
Pluto.
Yeah, and I was curious. So, like, once you guys got STUCK MOJO going, and you got the tunes all written, how long was it till you got your first record deal?
Oh man, we were in the basement for 2 years before we even played our first show.
Okay.
We didn't get our first deal till 94.
Okay.
94, 95, we came up with our first record.
And due to the fact that you guys came before all these new metal acts, you were like really one of the originators in the rap and metal. One of the originators, as we're saying. What kind of response did you get from when you first started sending your demo around to different labels?
Well, we really didn't go around to different labels. We went and did our record at the Castle in Nashville. We had a deal on the table that kind of just fell through in the last hour. And we knew Marty Connor.
Okay, of course, yeah. Okay.
And he told us on the social media, and they picked us up.
Oh.
So it wasn't a whole lot of shock.
Oh, that's cool. And I just want to give people a little bit, info who just learn about you for the first time, about your background. And the last thing I want to ask about STUCK MOJO is, I know you guys have a reunion show coming up. I was seeing on Facebook on April 17th of this year, and I was curious, how long has it been since you guys last played together?
It had been 13 or 14 years since we played together.
Oh, wow. And I was curious, whose idea was it to get together for the one show that you have coming up?
Well, Mark Willis.
Oh. Okay. And was there?
He's gonna put the band back together.
And
always said that.
Yeah. Is there any reason you guys have decided just to do one show for now, or is it kind of because you're all busy with other projects?
Well, we got back together just to see if it was still gonna be fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? See if we still felt it and whatnot, and we did. Rich, Corey, and Frank, we all had to sit down and just, hash it all out as far as what our differences was. And just talked about everything. When we couldn't agree to disagree anymore as a group, that's when it was time to, go our separate ways. Rich and I had been down for years, you know what I'm saying? And Frank and Corey came on later on. And I was the last ingredient with the original format of STUCK MOJO. So, Rich and I pretty much, grew up together. I'm a little older than he is, but that was my first band.
Yeah, because
all those cats have been in multiple bands. So that was my first experience being in a band. So
and as far as the show you have coming up, the reunion show, if that show goes off well and you guys firing on all cylinders, is there any chance there might be a record down the line or more shows?
Yeah, there's going to be, we already discussed it, it's going to be another LP, going to be more shows, but we all have, other commitments, you know.
Yeah.
Rich has Fozzy, him and Frank have Fozzy, Corey has Empire, and I have Bonz.
Yeah, which is the main reason we're talking to you tonight. You're I guess it's your solo project. Bonz is the name of the band, obviously named after you. So I wanted to ask why. What's the biggest difference in doing this project from Stuck Mojo? Is it more just that it's a solo project?
It's just another outlet for me. I was after Stuck Mojo. I didn't want to do music for a while. I did 420 Mugs, and then I did another group called Dead Gospel. And both times I got to the pay window and people bailed. You know what I'm saying? Things just fell apart in the last hour. So I just got pretty much burnt out on it. Just went back to doing me. Just raising my kids, working hard. Hustling, doing what I need to do to survive.
Yeah.
You just wasn't interested in music. When somebody like Andre 3000 walks up to you and says, "Hey, come to the studio and do a song with me," and I'm like, "Nah." Oh yeah, I'll be there, and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
That lets you know right there that I'm disinterested. You know what I mean? I did everything first in life before I did music. Graduated high school, went in the military, went to college, did the white collar thing. Did everything that I was expected to do. So the last thing I did was what I wanted to do was music. I've been involved in music since I was in middle school.
Wow. So, well, that's amazing. I mean, yeah, that's amazing. The fact that you like you said, you did everything the right way, and that way, just in case the music didn't work out, you always have something to fall back on. But it's great that you're pointing your career now that you can do music not necessarily because you have to, but just because it's fun.
Right, but understand the sacrifice to do what we do.
Yeah.
I got a college degree, but I know I can't go do that 9-to-5 white collar thing because they're not going to let me go when I need to go. So I got to, do other odd jobs and other things just so I could be do this band thing because I believe that this will, you know what I mean? It's like I did it once, I know I can do it again. Was it a fluke or was it, did I have the gift? What's going on? Can we do this again? So, when Kurt and I met through, he was in Problem 55 when I met him. Then we did another project called Killing the Workplace. And it just didn't work out. We, the other one of the members in the band, we just couldn't see eye to eye on as far as business. We just couldn't dig how he was coming across. So we just, went our separate ways. And Kurt stepped to me and said he wanted to do something with me. He believed in me. He said, "Hey, I want to start a band with you." And that meant the most to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he stepped away from being current, playing and gigging, start all over with me. So that meant the most to me. And being a man of color and minority, that even meant more to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, this is the first time I get to work with another brother. The Way It Follow was the first one who was the originator of Stuck Mojo. And so now I got another opportunity to work with another man of color. And he's a guitarist. So, as a songwriter, I think he's a pretty awesome cat.
And that's cool, I got to ask you, like you said, working with, another guy of color, when you're writing the songs, like especially for his new Bonz CD, do you see that different things are influencing in writing these songs as opposed to like when you were in Stuck Mojo and you were working with Rich and the other guys that, like you said, you guys come from different, two different worlds, so to speak?
Well, fortunately, Kurt's from the Northeast, so he understands metal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he has a punk influence also. He's from Philadelphia, so his mindset totally different than somebody did from the South.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With somebody down here, most of the brothers that I came across were all chalk-oriented. You know what I'm saying? Really great songwriters. Yeah. And he's an excellent songwriter. He understands structure. His ego's not to the point where he can't work with outside influence, because we work with a couple other artists. Joey Lacadino, we wrote a couple of songs on the record. Excuse my French.
That's all right. No, that's all right. Yeah.
We had other outside influences. So, This is the first time that I got to work with my homeboy John Beer out from LA. He had a song on it. So it's the first time I got to work with a lead guy who can write his own things, but he understands working outside the box.
Oh, that's
so therefore, future producers or anybody out there, they see that we're user friendly. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah. I totally dig what you're saying. And
because most male artists and heavy, our genre of artists, they're not user friendly. It's all about them. They don't want to work with nobody else. They don't want any outside influence. They don't want nobody. They're not going to play somewhere else's song. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so it's so not what hip hop or what rap pop and all those other cats are doing, because they all collaborate and number one hit after number one hit after number one hit. And I'm hip hop to the END. Hip hop is my life.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how can I integrate my ideas, my hip hop upbringing into the live music genre. So this is the beginning with Bonz. Kurt Taylor's user friendly, Aaron is user friendly, Don's user friendly. So sky's the limit, in my opinion.
Yeah, and now talk a little bit about your new album coming out next week. It's called Broken Silence, and I was just curious, how many tunes do you have on the album?
We have 10.
Okay, 10 tunes, and
10 tunes. The first song is called Finish the Grand. The last tune is called Bad Love.
Oh, cool. And I was curious, were any of these songs leftovers from Stuck Mojo, or are these freshly, newly written tunes just for this project?
No leftovers from that, but I did write Broken Silence after I left. It was my dead song.
Oh.
So when the fans out there listen to it, understand that in the rhyme itself, I use all the Stuck Mojo songs, like all the song titles.
Yeah.
In the rhyme itself.
Oh, okay.
And I use it in context of what the particular song is about. So it's like a tier type rhyme. It's like for real, right? So y'all gonna have to pay attention out there to Broken Silence when you hear it.
Okay, yeah, and as far as your, Stuck Mojo fan base, people that are expecting this new Bonz album to sound, just like...
No, it's not going to sound like Stuck Mojo.
Yeah.
Broken Silence is a remnant of that. It's the heaviest thing on the CD, but Mojo to me is rap metal.
Okay.
From 0 to fucking 60 in 2 seconds. And it's like that from beginning to end. It's just heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Bonz, it's more rounded. It's not as heavy. It does have its heavy moments, but to me, it's more rock oriented. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because that's the thing I gotta say. Your publicist sent me a link of it.
Mojo, either you like it or you don't.
Yeah.
There's no in between. Either you see what I'm saying? We're gonna kill you or we're gonna let you live. One of the two.
Yeah.
With Bonz, we're gonna reel you in. We're gonna fuck with you. You gonna dig it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play with you a little bit. We're gonna groove you a little bit. Then we're gonna knock you that dick in the dirt. Then we're gonna pick you back up. It has more hills and valleys than what Mojo did.
Yeah, because your publicist sent me an MP, a downloadable link of a Bonz CD, and you're talking to a guy that typically listens to like hard rock and metal. I don't like a lot of typical rap music, but in listening to this, like I would tell people, I would say it's more like you're saying, it's kind of more rap oriented, but there's definitely a metal element to it, and it's not what I would call typical hip hop where it's all based around a bunch of rhymes. It's kind of interesting because there's got that metal element to it, but it's definitely rap and metal mixed together, and it's just a great combination of both worlds, I think.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate the love.
Yeah,
thank you so much. I'm trying to, with Bonz Project, I'm also recreating the sport that we created.
Yeah.
I can't come out and suck it or sound like what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't come back out and try to reproduce Stuck Mojo. We all have tried it. When we first came back, it just don't work. It's an original formula. Therefore, us coming back together is See
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, and the thing about that,
with Bonz, I wanted to recreate where I started, meaning be a little bit more intricate, more depth, a little more just different, more user friendly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wherever the purse goes, the guys follow. Does that make any sense?
Oh yeah, I mean, because to me too, like if you put together another band where you're trying to sound exactly like what you did before, especially like with STUCK MOJO, people would be like, oh, this guy, he's just living on his past. He's trying to, have another band doing what he did before. Where I think it's cool what you're doing,
If I was going to do that, I'd just come out with STUCK MOJO.
And
STUCK MOJO Part 2 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just named it that, but the first person who actually told me to name the band Bonz was Rich Ward. To be honest with you, he's like, when you start your band, you need to name the band Bonz. And that came from Rich Ward. And the last band I put together is Bonz, and the reason why it's named Bonz is because the legwork has already been put in. Off that obstacle. Instead of coming out with a new name, I think Killing Workplace was a kick-ass name. Kick-ass name. 420 was a kick-ass name, but at the same time, it's like, who are these people? Who are they? Who's in the band? So, Bonz. Oh, yeah, I think I know that guy from stuff. Yeah, okay, so that obstacle has already been crossed. You know what I'm saying? So it opens up doors a little quicker. It's not an egotistical thing or whatever it is. It just makes it just a little bit easier, in our opinion. So, we had a discussion. Matter of fact, I lost a couple of band members over the name. Now, I don't want to be band. They're coming to see you, not us. What? Okay. Whatever.
Whatever. So. What's funny is when your publicist first contacted me and I was reading up on the project, I thought the name was Bonz, and she's like, no, it's pronounced Bonz. So that's totally, I think, a smart move on your part. Like you said, most people that know anything about your past, they're gonna know that name.
Have the 2 dots over the L.
Oh, okay, and so like you're used to being the frontman, Bonz, from what you did before in STUCK MOJO and stuff. But what's it like being the one that like you got these other new guys in the band, and you're the one guy that probably everybody knows, or you're kind of a face and the voice of the band. I mean, is there any added pressure this time around?
Added pressure?
Well, in the sense that like people.
It's actually gratification. We came up with a song called Sinister Grid. It's the last song we did. The absolute last song we did, we pretty much wrote it in the studio. And it's the first song on the record. And in my opinion, bro, there's a lot of folks out there that don't want to see you do it again. You know what I mean? The world is full of haters. You get more haters than you get people congratulating and shaking your hand and wanting to see you succeed, because I think humans are jealous. We're downright sinister beings. You know what I mean? People rather hate and frown and be mad than smile and congratulate and prop you up. And it's a shame, that some folks are like that. I can't say everybody's like that, because I try not to burn any bridges while I was out doing what we were doing. I try to hang out with the natives, try to be user-friendly, things of that nature. But in the same time, you have your peers, the people that you play with night in and night out, that you smashing and stomping. Those folks don't want to see you back out there kicking their ass. So, it is what it is. So, it's also, Rich has Fozzy, Corey has Rich and Frank Fozzy, Corey has I Empire now. Well, I come out with Bonz, and it's not a name, it's me. So it makes everything viable now. Reunion, in my opinion. So it's cynical as fuck, bro. It's just the industry, man. This is the most ball fucking. You know how it is, bro.
So
it's the worst one to be involved in, but it's the most gratifying at the end of the day.
And I gotta say, I think you're really lucky to be with a label like Pavement. I mean, because first of all, the story I know about the label is the bass player from Soil. He's one that started a label. He's one of the owners, and so you got an actual guy who's a musician, running the label, as opposed to just a guy who's in a suit, knows nothing about playing music. So and if you look at the roster of Pavement records, it's not all metal. It's just a little bit of everything, and that's what yeah. I'm talking about your record label,
In the beginning of our interview, I was telling you Mojo had a deal.
Yeah.
In the last hour, it got dropped. It was Pavement.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It was Pavement that dropped it. But it wasn't them. It was their parent, the umbrella company, Zoo Entertainment.
Wow. Okay.
They were like, who are these people? What are who? Pavement's trying to tell them this is the future.
Wow.
That and the third. We need to roll with this band. They could be, saying they want to blow us up. Dude was like, And so Pavement coming back now, they solicited Eternal Sound.
Wow.
And wanted to pick the band up. They can't. It's a blessing, and it feels so good. I mean, I can't explain to you the elation that I have that the original came back. 360 degrees. I have a song called Sour Diesel. 360 degrees, we gotta live again.
Wow. That's totally amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's basically what's happened. I mean, I wrote Sour Diesel months ago, a couple of years ago. So it comes true to the day. 360 degrees, we gotta live again. And Pavement is signed. So
Wow, that's totally cool. And you're talking about down the line you guys are going to do another STUCK MOJO. Will Pavement be involved with that, or you guys work with another label?
I can't speak on that business.
I got.
I'm not at liberty to speak on that. So
I hear you.
It is, y'all just
gotta
see.
Okay, go way back and see now. As far as Bonz, what do you guys plans as far as touring behind the album? Because I imagine you can you'd be able to team up with a lot of different types of bands.
Yeah, we're supposed to be headlining the tour starting third week in March.
Oh, okay.
The second week in April. I'm not sure what the lineup is, but my dream lineup without just our lineup on our label is awesome, man. Straight Line Stitch and Head TE and us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be awesome, and it would make history because you'd have 3 minority front people out on the road together. You know what I mean? So that would be awesome just to see that, and I know both of them. I know both bands quite well.
Wow. Well, I would like to see a tour like that too. I mean, that'd be, totally like just the ultimate thing, like you're saying. And as far as recording the songs on the Bonz CD, did you guys all record as a live band? Like, were you all in the same room together when you were recording these songs, or did you kind of do it the modern way where everybody records their parts separately?
Oh no. We do the formula is everybody in the same. Well, drums live, bass, and guitar. Then I come back in and do overdub, or I do a scratch vocal just to keep the energy up.
Yeah.
We did the same formula with Mojo. It's the best, in my opinion. It's the best way to keep the energy up and keep it live.
Yeah.
Just to get the performance. If everybody did it at the same time, we just come back later and do overdub.
Okay. And as far as what's the process for your songwriting? I mean, again, you're writing stuff that's like hip hop and metal, and a lot of times in hip hop, I know it's all about coming up with words that rhyme and stuff. But being that you guys got actual instrumentation in your music, what's your process? Does it usually start off with a riff or a vocal line?
No, sometimes you have a song like I was just talking to him about Broken Silence. I had a CD of a whole bunch of songs, and we had other artists that had submitted some songs from prior management. And Broken Silence was beat like 17 or 18 or 16 on the CD. It's like 23 songs. 20 songs.
Wow.
I wouldn't even listen past 12. So one day I went past, and deep to the CD, I was like, man, Kurt, what else's song. So I'm like, Kurt, whose song is this? Kurt was like, that's my song. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. It's so awesome, bro. I was like, oh my God, you can write now? He's like, dude, I mean, that's my shit. I was like, that's you. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, dude. And I had that Broken Silence written. I got books and lines, dude.
Wow, wow.
Either I can come off the top of the dome or I can flip the pages for something I hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's just how it is. We can write it live on the spot. That's how Bad Love, we did Bad Love on the spot. I had never heard it. He'd been trying to get it to me over email. You know what I'm saying? I listened to it that night, wrote the rhyme on the spot.
And
I can either do one or the other. We can write the whole song right then and there, like Finish the Grand was written on the spot. But I had a rhyme already written. They wrote the music on the spot, drums on the spot. Wrote the drum part, recorded it that day.
And did you record the album like in a home studio, or did you go to a professional?
No, we went to several studios, two studios. We first half was done at Josh's.
Okay. That's all right if you don't.
Sonic, I think it's called Sonic Sound.
Okay.
Man, I'm bad with names. And the other half was recorded down in Florida, in Orlando, at the porch with our buddy Tim.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually, it's funny how it worked out because that's kind of how I wanted to do it anyway. I didn't want to do the whole record in somebody's studio.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Rap.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it at different places. You know what I'm saying? So they get a good vibe, different. So to me, the record is well rounded. It has hills and valleys. You know what I'm saying? You get a different producer or engineer with some songs and a different point of view. Other set of songs. So it worked out.
Yeah, that's. And as far as the recording, like by the time you guys were ready to go in the studio and begin recording, do you have all the material written and ready to go, or do you kind of write the songs as you're in the studio?
Yeah, we do pre-production. Yeah, we pretty much write before we go to the studio. I don't believe in going to the studio and writing a song. That's time and money wasted.
Yeah.
To go to the studio and try to write a song. That's stupid to me.
Yeah. And then the last thing I want to ask about the recording.
Since the Grand, we had bits and pieces of it, so therefore, we played it. I had a rhyme for it, and then the only thing we had to really write on the spot was the drum.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all it was. I fit my rhyme and what I heard as far as riff. Okay, change this, change that, and write his own part. Now, boom, let's rock.
And then the last thing I want to ask, as far as the recording goes, when it was time to go in the studio, did you just go in with those 10 songs, or did you record any extra material that maybe didn't make it on the album that you might reconsider for the next album? Oh, okay. That's again, like you said.
We have other songs in our set that we played from our prior engagement for Chilling in the Workplace, but we just knew we would have legality issues. Okay. So we didn't record those songs, even though we wrote those songs, co-wrote them. Yeah. I wrote half of. I wrote all of them with him. I'm 50% of those songs.
Oh, okay.
You know so I could be like, fuck you, and re-record songs if I wanted to, but it would just be more headache.
Yeah.
So we decided to write new songs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
for a live set, you go hear that shit. So fuck them.
Yeah. So the CD comes out next week. I was curious if you guys got a lot of pre-orders already.
I guess.
That
would be a great birthday gift. Yeah. My birthday's on Valentine's Day, so
wow.
Everybody out there, pre-order. Buy for your girlfriend, your boyfriend.
And is there going to be
your husband?
Is there a
everybody?
Yeah. Is there a single and a video that's on the way?
The single is I'm not sure what the single is going to be.
Okay.
Because the labels are split on what they want to release as a single. But I got some news tonight that I cannot indulge.
Okay, well, I guess people can just check out the website and follow the band there and get all the latest info there.
There you have it.
Yeah, well,
that you guys, y'all gonna love it. It's fire. The record's fire, yo.
Well, well, Bonz.
I really got a shit eating grin right now because a lot of people, still hung up on Mojo or whatever the case may be, and I'm glad. I'm so thankful for everybody loving that. But it's right here. This B.O.A.Z. shit right here.
Yeah.
This shit is death, y'all.
Well,
y'all love it.
Yeah. The last thing I'm going to say on that is, I think that just goes to show you that that the music you've already put out there with Stuck Mojo and that, you definitely made your mark, and somebody was definitely listening to that stuff. And I just so you can definitely say you made your mark on the world. I just hope people will give your new album, your new band, Bonz, a fair chance. Because I got to tell you, like I said, you're listening to a guy that typically listens to like metal and hard rock, but I thought in preparation, for the interview tonight, I wanted to give the CD a fair listen, and I listened from top to bottom, and I got to tell you again, a guy who typically listens to pretty much metal and hard rock, I dug what I was listening to. And so I think if people listen to it with an open mind, and even people that know you from Stuck Mojo,
and that's all I ask is listen to it with an open mind. A lot of folks try to say rap rock is old, it's deep, whatever. And I go, how is it old? How is it deep when it hasn't been exploited yet? We don't even have our own music category for awards.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
For American Music Awards, we don't have a rap metal award.
Yeah,
so how is it old? How is it deep? It's just another form of hip hop. Is what it is. It's not a lot of us, but the ones that are out there are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All of us are awesome. I love it. There's only one band I don't like, but that's a personal thing.
I hear you.
Get into that.
I hear you.
Talk about that in a future date.
Yeah.
But most of my peers, I love, like 311 started out, they did some rap rock.
Yeah.
What's dude? Oh, shit. I know Fred Durst from way back in the day.
Yeah.
Biscuit, when he had a band called The Vice.
Okay.
I know Linkin Park when they were called Hyperdrive before they got Dude and the singer in the band. Never met TLD, Downset, know those cats. I won't speak on Rage. It wasn't a good experience with those cats.
Okay.
So we'll keep it moving. Kid Rock. First lyrics I heard of him was a cassette tape.
Yeah.
In Detroit. In Detroit. And let the story be told with nobody touching because he had a problem. You know what I'm saying? He'd be a liability. Then he cleaned his shit up. He came out doing rap rock. Now he doing country. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole point is we have our own award. Think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Think about it for a minute. Just think about it for a hot sec. If we get a rap rock award, best rock rap band, best rock metal band, boom. Watch what happens.
Yeah. And I think part of the problem with that is that a lot of metal and rap fans they're very diehard.
Everybody thinking, that shit's weak, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. It's music. Just when rap first came out, they hated on it. Hated. It's not gonna last. And look, rap dominates everything now.
Yeah.
Country motherfuckers doing rap.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people that are getting into rap is sampling music and stuff. They never used to do that back in the day. Yeah, and so, the last thing I want to ask you, Bonz, because I know you're, it's very late where you are, being one of the so-called originators, what did you think of all those new metal acts that came, even talking about bands like, Korn and that, and Creed that tried to, but to me they're more kind of like alternative bands.
You know what? I was about to ask you, what do you call what we do? Do you call it rap rock or rap metal, or you call it new metal?
Well, I call it what you guys do. I would call it more like rap metal. I mean, to me, these new metal, a lot of these new metal bands were like what they had in the...
New metal to me is like Kill Switch Again.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullet for My Valentine. That to me is kind of new metal. Two guitar player type.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys with the, trying to sound like Black Sabbath and shit.
Yeah.
That to me is new metal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been fortunate to tour with Typo, Pantera, Life of Agony,
Yeah.
Testament. I mean, those type, fucking titans.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to me, anybody after them is new metal. What we do is rap metal. I like The Sword. I think those some bitches rock. Motherfucking, a hometown band, Seven Dust.
Yeah.
Mastodon. Man, but the whole point is, because Atlanta does not pump up their own, how can we be rock stars around the world?
Yeah, because...
You know what I'm saying? If you pump up your home like Seattle. Remember Seattle?
Yeah.
You pumped up all the Seattle, Soundgarden, all the motherfuckers got pumped up at home. Therefore, the rest of the world grasped onto them. And that's what Atlanta needs to do. Atlanta needs to pump up the hometown hero, pump them up. Don't just play us on locals or homegrown and shit. Play us all day, every day.
Yeah,
That's another thing that I fuss with the program directors. I've cursed out over the years. Okay, maybe, fuck you too. I paid for you to pay my fucking shit. I paid whoever we had to pay to put our record in rotation.
Yeah.
On the regular. We paid for you to do this, but you still won't play our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Politics and music is not cool.
Yeah, and I think the best place to end this conversation is, I will say this, in listening to your CD, like, it does not sound forced. It sounds like this is stuff you created from your heart, this stuff that influenced you, whereas like a lot of those new metal bands we were talking about from the early 90s, like you said, they have bands out there trying to sound like Sabbath and mix it with rap, and a lot of that stuff sounded really forced to me, but like, you listen to the Bonz CD, it comes across as natural, stuff that really was created from your heart, and I can hear that in the music.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it. Yeah, what you're going to get is, the songs, I got some egotistical lines like Take It Personal, To Mr. Grand, okay, then I'm giving it up to the high power with Bad News and God Shine. I'm talking about real shit, it's stuff like 30 Seconds to Squat, Bad Love, Voids. We cover it, man. I'm going from here to there, but it's all things that you can identify with. I'm not off the page like Sour Diesel. Everybody starts grinning. Hey, Sour Diesel. Oh, Sour Diesel, yeah. I was on Sour Diesel when I wrote the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I try to keep it as real as possible, man.
But to me, it's cool that you say some of these songs are kind of egotistical, because I'd imagine, the songs on the CD, it's like chapters out of your life. You're telling your story, Bonz, and from the last time you released whatever your last CD was, and so this is like a chapter out of your life. So it's great that it's egotistical in a sense, because you're the guy writing the songs, you're the guy telling the story, So
right. So understand, the song "Broken Silence" is for real. When all that shit went down in the beginning, I didn't say nothing. Shit jumped out on Black Mouse and all that shit. I got thrown under the bus. And to be honest with you, I was already going to step away. I had already written my statement to go away and everything, and then they jumped the gun and did what they did. And my mom said, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Don't say shit.
That's good advice.
Your silence will speak volume.
And
I didn't understand it until later on. You know what I mean? So, song "Broken Silence" is like, okay, I'm about to spit and I'm going to kill it. As clever as I can be, to the point where it's such a clever rhyme and a clever song that the people that it's directed to can't even hate.
Yeah.
All they going to be like is, that shit is dope.
Well, man, you should thank Mom for that, because that's some real key advice. And if you got anything nice to say, like you say, you know, let it come out in your music, because you know that's what you do, and that's what makes quality music, you know, as opposed to some guy just going in there and you know, just, you know, writing, you know, 10 tunes every day. You know, this is music that comes from your heart. You're telling your story, so I think people are going to really dig it when they hear this album. And it's really been great talking to you, Bonz. Is there anything else you'd like to say to all the fans out there listening to this before we go?
Hey, man, what part of New York you live in?
No, I'm in
California, aren't you?
Yeah, Los Angeles. I live in Long Beach. Yeah. So
I just want to say, I got some homeboys out there. Don Tony, John Beard. Hey, what's up, fellas? I love you.
Okay. Yeah, we'll spread the love.
Personal shout out. I always got to get shout outs. That's hip hop. But I just want to say to the world, you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with the Bonz LP. I promise y'all. You can't hate.
Okay,
and
I'm going to do my part to support the band, because, like I said, you got a new fan in me, but I want to have my own copy of a CD. So this interview will be going up sometime next. Okay, Bonz.
I ain't no joke.
that's I can tell you, no joke. So thanks for doing this, man. The interview will be going up sometime next week, and it's really been great talking to you. So anytime you want to do this again, we can do it.
All right, man.
Take care, my friend. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.
All right, you have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.